Okay, so I'm gonna do a rant on Vincent Kennedy McMahon, the owner of WWE. Now this guy, I saw that on Bleacher Report. He told the writers to rewrite the whole episode of Raw because it wasn't good enough. I guess because of the NBA playoffs, they wanted to make it. They wanted to compete with the NBA playoffs, and they wanted to make it a good show. Now I have a couple problems with this. Shouldn't you try your hardest every time? You know, he's like, it's like if you're just gonna try hard when you got the NBA playoffs on or something like Monday Night Football. You know, it's fucking stupid. You know, if you try hard when there's no competition, then you'll fucking get good ratings when there's competition. You know, it's like stop. You know, they gotta actually try. You know, and just so stupid on Vince McMahon's part. What a retard. If you want to really try hard, you know, I get that if you get like a big show on, like the finals or something, you know, like get all your writers together maybe after whatever, after you fucking do the episode of Raw last week and then make up ideas for the episode of Raw this week, you know. Don't wait until an hour before the show. You know, I heard they were writing the episode of Raw like they're like planning the main event in like the last hour of the show, like during the actual show. I mean, what the fuck is that? You know, if you want to make it a good show, like make preparations for that show like a week like in advance. You know, they should be doing that every week though. You know, that's like not an excuse not to try because there's no competition on TV. Okay, so then I guess he rewrites Raw. He tells all the writers we're gonna rewrite Raw. And all the writers are fucking stupid. You know, they're not even wrestling fans. So, you know, it's just stupid. And then, so, they rewrite the show. And then the opening segment, oh, yeah, it's Vince McMahon. Shocker, huh? Or it's actually Stephanie McMahon coming out. Which, yeah, it's not no shock that Vince McMahon and his family's going to start off the show. So, Stephanie comes out. And she says Triple H isn't going to compete. All right, yeah, you know, that's actually positive. All right, that's fine. You know, yes, you know, that's good. And then Vince McMahon comes out, and he asks the crowd politely to stop booing his daughter. You know, it's just, fuck you, Vince McMahon. We'll do whatever you want to your fucking retarded family. And then Vince McMahon bashes the WWE fans for wanting Triple H to compete. And then he goes on to say, this isn't a direct quote, but it's pretty close. WWE isn't a blood bash. It's family entertainment. So basically right there, he's just admitting that WWE is for the whole family to watch. It's for like children, you know? I always compare this to like SpongeBob, you know? Like, I think the equivalent of WWE going from TV-14 to PG is like SpongeBob going from PG to TV-14, you know? It's like if you turn on an episode of SpongeBob and you see, like, SpongeBob, like, swearing, you know? That's what I like to compare this WWE and PG bullshit to. And then, they just take up, like, the whole show with fucking retarded backstage segments. I mean, this concussion angle isn't even good because you know it's fake. You know, it's not even real. You know, if it was real, like, because there's so much, like, fucking, like, people, like, that are freaking out about concussions nowadays because they are dangerous, you know? So there's no way that they would make Triple H compete with a concussion. Like, during that Curtis Axel match, you know, there's no way that Triple H would compete with a concussion. You know, there's just no fucking way. And it wasn't believable either. And then the fucking episode of Raw goes fucking off with fucking Triple H, you know? That's the focus of the show. Triple H, not Curtis Axel, not the new uprising, you know, potential star. You know, it's Triple H, you know? Because it's not about the young guys. It's about the 45 fucking year old washed up retard. You know, or however old he is. I think he's 44 or something. I don't give a fuck. The point is, he's old and washed up. You know, I'm just gonna make this whole fucking rant about the McMahons. Not just Vince McMahon, but the whole fucking family. You know, even Linda McMahon was one of the biggest parts in making WWE shit. You know, her Senate run was the only thing that made WWE PG. You know, and it's just been getting more and more PG ever since her Senate run. You know, she's cost Vince McMahon millions and millions and millions of fucking dollars. You know, and they didn't even win. they spent $100 million or something on something they didn't even win. You know, it's pretty much just taking $100 million of Vince McMahon's money and burning it up. I think that's how much it was. You know, like burning it up. You know, a bunch of wasted money, wasted time. You know, and they probably would have made more money if it wasn't for the PG era too. So if you take all that money, you got a lot of millions of dollars right there. You know, and WWE's just getting more retarded. I know the rating was under 3. You know, a lot of people are gonna say that it was cause it was bad because Punk wasn't there. You know, I hate that excuse. You know, when like Rock fans, you know, they always used to say, oh, well, when Rock's there, the ratings are higher. You know, that's fucking bullshit. Because the 3-hour, like a 3-hour Raw, like, you can't base it on one person, you know? If you have one good segment, you can't say it's a good show, you know? You could have, like, a great segment, and, you know, the show could still suck, you know? Like, when Brock Lesnar came back, you know, that was a cool segment, you know? But the rest of the show was fucking terrible. That was probably one of the worst Raws I've watched in the times I've watched WWE. And that Brock Lesnar segment was good when he came back in F5 McMahon. You know, but, you know, if you look at the whole show, you know, I think on that show, I remember that show. Fucking, you got Great Khali singing HBK's theme. You got Brodus Clay and Lord Tensai dancing. Remember with the lingerie and pillow fight? Yeah, that was the episode. Raw Roulette. Yeah, it was fucking awful. You know, I remember that show. I remember all these shows that fucking suck. So anyway, you know, McMahon's just gonna keep making WWE more and more PG, and he just keeps bashing the fans. You know, I read on Bleacher Report that, you know, he fucking blames the fans for the low rating. Here's what he says: I would have a higher rating on my show if the fans were more into it. What fucking bullshit right there. You know, blaming the fans for putting out a lousy product. You know, that's how you fucking do business. You bash your people who put money into buying your fucking shows. You know, if they had like put effort into that, I would fucking buy the pay-per-views, and I wouldn't live stream them online for free. You know, I would buy those pay-per-views. And I would watch it in high definition, or maybe just in regular definition, whatever the fuck that's called. But, you know, I wouldn't just fucking, you know, I wouldn't just watch it on the computer, you know, I would watch it on the TV, you know, but the pay-per-views are all shit nowadays, you know. Extreme Rules was like pretty good, but that still wasn't great, you know. I've always said that WWE needs to put a better product for the pay-per-views, because you got people that pay over $50 fucking to watch the fucking pay-per-views. You know, I'm sure there's people that do that every month. They just buy them and watch it every month, you know? That's like that's almost $2 a day if you take those pay-per-views, you know? That's a lot of fucking money. And then you watch fucking 3 hours of Raw, you know, Vince McMahon, although it's fucking terrible, an awful idea. You know, it could work if they actually tried, but they should just move it back to 2 fucking hours, a lot better, you know? That's another big problem. Vince McMahon won't ever admit he's wrong, you know? He doesn't want to move Raw back to 2 hours because he doesn't want to admit that he fucking was a bad idea. You know, fucking egomaniacs, Triple H, Vince McMahon. I don't know about Stephanie, what role she plays, you know, but whatever. You know, just put it back to 2 hours or 2 hours already. You know what Stephanie is? She's a fucking person that makes WWE seem like a good product and a family friendly show. Yeah, you know, you always see her in those bully campaign commercials and whatever the fuck they do with you know, all the fucking, oh, don't bully anybody. We don't bully anybody. Haha, yeah. Although we make fun of the Great Khali all the time and his fucking, you know, we put him on the show and we make him talk weird and we make fun of him. You know, we say he has a big chin or whatever, and we make fun of him all the fucking time. You know, but yeah, anti-bullying, yeah. You know, it's fucking stupid. You know, and Vince McMahon, you know, the theme of Raw. I like Nickelback better, and a lot of other people do. I know they do, and he won't admit that they did that they were bad. You know, he won't admit that he doesn't admit that this theme sucks now compared to the Nickelback theme. Burn It to the Ground, I think it was called. You know, just an egomaniac. If he does something wrong, he's not gonna fix it. You know, 'cause that's just how that's just how he is nowadays. You know, so there you go, McMahon's. You know, here's a summary of the fucking bid. McMahon, egomaniac, retarded. Triple H, egomaniac. You know, probably a little less retarded than McMahon, but yeah, we'll call him 3/4 retarded. And Stephanie, you know, I don't really know what the fuck she does, but she's still a PG motherfucker, and you know, we'll call her half retarded, I guess. You know, she's probably inherited half of her. You know, we'll give her 75%, 3/4, because Linda McMahon's 50. You know, 100. You know, probably Vince McMahon's 100. You know, so you know, just give her 75. You know, yeah, and then Linda McMahon, of course. She's fucking 1,000% retarded because she fucking made WWE PG, you know. It's, yeah, but Stephanie McMahon, you know, I don't even know what the fuck she does. So whatever, you know, just call them all fucking retarded, and there you go. You got a fucking awful product run by a fucking retarded, screwed up family filled with ego fucking maniacs. So there you go. McMahon's fucking suck. Get them out, you know, once they go out of the company, once they all die off or whatever, you know, if WWE's still around after they all die off, the WWE will be a lot better place.